Good afternoon, friends, and welcome into my channel. My name is Shary. If you are new, welcome to the channel. Be sure and say hello in the comment section below and leave your name so that I can say hello to you and welcome you in personally. And if you're returning, as always, welcome back. We are gonna do a little bit of Gelli Print Play right now. I've been playing around with the technique. I've been working at it for a few days and I've had a few not so successful pulls, but I finally got a good one today. I'm really excited. I want to show it to you. I want to do one with you. And let's keep our fingers crossed that it turns out. So this is what I did. These are the two. Right now I just have this big rectangular one and the small one, circle, and then like the little 5x7. I do have an 8x10, I think, that I don't know if it got lost. I ordered it. It's the Gelli Print Plate. Like I said, the 8x10. And I do not live in Sacramento, California. However, I do live in California, but it says it was delivered, but it was delivered somewhere in Sacramento. I don't know. We're still trying to find it. So hopefully Tuesday we can call, see if we can't get any more answers. But anyway, this is what I have to work with now. So this is all one pull. So rather than doing one layer and a pull, another layer and a pull, and working from basically lighter to darker, we're going to work a little more darker to lighter for the base. So we're building the image from the bottom up rather than the top down, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I did this little one I thought was cute. I just wanted to do an experiment on the round Gelli plate and on my rectangular one. However, I had forgotten that my cardstock, I'm going to have to put a thicker strip of black here because when I pulled it, it took the black off of the edges. But that's okay. This is still going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece to work with. I'm really happy with the way it came out. I decided to do just like a full-on Tim Holtz kind of a print for this one. So without further ado, let's get rolling. I've also decided, since this one was more in the warmer palettes, in the warmer colors, I want to do this in more of the cooler colors. So I pulled in, got a baby white, pulled in some blues, phthalo blue, cerulean blue, some sap green, which I did use in the other, some magenta, some purple, even a little gray, and then as always, black and white. So I don't know, I may pull from the green basket, and I mean the cool basket more, but this is what I took to start with. So first of all, what I'm going to do is just put down a little bit of black. I want to put this guy because I don't want to really get him dirty. I'm just going to put down a little bit of black to go around the edges and just give it that little bit of a grungy, you know, distressed. Could have even done a brown, but didn't think about it. So I don't need much on my plate. Let me just make sure we're still in frame. Yeah, we look good. And we're just gonna go, doesn't even have to be all the way. We'll work in this parameter since I know it doesn't, oops, that one was a little heavy. Pulls up the ends a little, and I'm just barely skimming that with a little bit of black. Okay, got a new roll-off sheet here, a Brayer off sheet. And what I'm gonna do, while I got the black on my Gelli Print plate, I'm just gonna go down with a little pressure with my, this is a block stamp. I think I got it at probably Joann's or Hobby Lobby. It's just I believe it's French writing, it looks like to me. I'm just gonna step down a little bit of wordage there, a little there, and a little there, and a little there. So that's just a little bit of black. And I've been rolling or cleaning off my Gelli plate with this rice paper. So it's kind of fun, because then at the end of the day, you're going to have another sheet of paper to do something with. This one I'm probably going to have to wipe a little, because I want to come in next with some white. Then we'll do some stamping, some stencils. If you guys have tried this method, if you've had luck with it, let me know. Like I said, I tried it about a week ago, and it didn't work out. My paper kept tearing, but then I was watching Ceri the Crafter, and I can't remember the first lady I saw do this. I did subscribe to her channel, but I don't remember her name offhand. I'll try to link it below if I can, because she did a really good video too on one pole transfer. But I was inspired when I watched Ceri the Crafter's video, and I thought, okay, I'm ready to attempt this again. And now I'm just going to come in. This white is very opaque. I have another one that's quite translucent, but I do want this to show, so I'm going to just a little white. I never did, I think it was, I don't know if it was a video that might be the video I haven't put up yet. It might go up after this one. I did mention that I wanted to go to the art store and get, maybe it was the video that went up, and get some more white and some metallics, but I have not made it there yet. So I'm hoping to do so this week. I'm just coming in with my bubble wrap just to hit and miss a little bit here and there. This one I'm just gonna kind of just do a quick press on that. It's kind of a lot on that one, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Let's do some right here. Oops, that one didn't transfer down too good. And it pulled up a little of the black, which is actually okay too, because I had a lot of black right there. Okay, there. That's more of what I wanted. And now, don't have a lot of room on my desk, you guys, so I'm constantly having to pile things on top of each other. Well, I do have a big, it's basically a dining room table that I use for my craft desk, but it's got my sewing machine right there. So yeah, I've got my stencils and everything there. So anywho, let's bring in a color. We've got black and white. Let's bring in some gray and do this little dude here. Where did I put that other block? Here we go. Could do him, and then we'll do something small on that one. This is just plain gray. These are Caliart acrylic paints. I got them off Amazon. I'll have them linked below for you. I do have some changing color acrylic paints in my Amazon cart right now. So I need to get some more. Hope this little guy comes out. Thought he'd be kind of fun. I love these Tim Holtz stamps. Just had an idea too. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll try it. So basically on my other one that I showed you, what I've done is just sort of come in with, oh, I like that. That's fun. Let's do this. And let's stamp him off there. And let's get this guy and pull him up with some coffee dyed, a little bit whiter coffee dyed paper. I don't want a real dark one here. Let's pull him off with this piece of coffee dyed paper. See what we get. See, we can make, excuse me, we're making images as we're stamping, right? That's fun. So yeah, I've got those other changing color paints in my, ooh, look at how neat that looks. Ooh, that's be a fun one. We got to save that. I'm going to just stick that right back in my pile there. And you know, I wanted to do a little bit of gray. I've got to have to get a little bit more. Didn't think about that. Just a tiny skosh, because I want to do just a little, oops. I'm going to have to wash that because the paper stuck to that stencil. So come on, paper. I can get it out. I don't think we'll use him again today, but put my stamps over there so I can wash them. I just wanted to come in with something fairly small on this one. See if we can transfer an image onto here. Yeah, I don't know if it showed, but we'll see. We'll find out. And then the neat thing about having, of course, the acrylic blocks under here is you can flip it up and sort of see what you're going to be getting on your image. So what I thought would be kind of fun, let's see if this is even a possibility. Is to take this hat, give him a hat. Oops, it goes this way. Give him a little hat. Color top hat should we give him? Let's give him a black top hat. Let's give him a little black one. Might end up being a little more of a masculine style of pull, but that would be all right, wouldn't it? Get this off here. Put our little gentleman friend over there. Hat, and we're just going to give him a little hat. Some of it. That's okay. That is okay. Get some of that off over here. Sometimes with ink, I don't wash my stencils off or my things like that. But in this case, I will because it's acrylic paint, so I don't want it to stick to... Oh, sorry, guys. I'm having a glass of wine. Sunday afternoon, and I'm sipping. Crafting and sipping. So now... Oh, that was a cute hat, too, but we did that hat instead. Now we need to start bringing in some color. Let's bring in... yeah, this would be, ooh, that would be a good one. Yes, that would be really good up there. Let's bring in this rose. You know, he's on my, that's my only big block I have, so I'm gonna have to switch it out. Let's bring in this rose. Which way does it go? It's a little hard to tell when you get it off the thing which way it goes, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's see by looking. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna have to go now. See if I can get some of this black. The only bad thing, this is probably the last time we'll do black, so I think we've got enough black on our plates. And as you can see, this is really drying quickly in between. And there might be some stuff on there from before. I think I really like that gray. It's kind of neat. So yeah, let me know if you've done this. And if you have, number one, have you had luck with it? Or have you not had luck with a one pull process? I want to come in with some magenta for this rose. I don't know if that's going to be a mistake, but we'll see. We'll find out. And then we'll put a little magenta onto the other one. As I said, I wanted this to be a cooler palette because my other one was very warm. Oh, it's got some black pulling up on the plate, but you know what? I don't mind that. That's probably actually going to work to our benefit. Really push that down in there. Ooh, and it's picking up some white too. That's going to be really pretty. I'm just really not sure which way this is supposed to go. Oh, shoot. Oh, went right there. Let's do this. We don't see too much of it yet, but doesn't mean we won't. Does not mean we won't. A little bit more with that. That's pretty. This is really going to be a pretty paper, isn't it? I'm going to stamp this off on my other paper. And again, we'll wash these stencils real good when we're done. Of course, I won't do that on camera with you, but we will do it. This is going to be a fun pull. Let's check this out. I'm going to come in with this paper. Since the other one is still a little wet on the other side. I have my fan on pretty high because it's pretty hot here today. We're about 103. I think we're supposed to get to 105 or 106 this week. That's hot. Ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. I love those. Those are going to be so pretty on tags and stuff. Okay, didn't pull up too much more. Now let's do a little bit of, I pulled all the Timmy stamps that I had. Let's pull, I love this stencil. We have to get this one in here somewhere. I think we're gonna do the numbers. Let's run them up the side. Yeah, let's do that. And let's come in with a really pretty, I don't know if it's cerulean or curulene, because this is the phthalo blue. That one's a little bit more transparent. This one looks like it's a bit more opaque. We're going to roll this on here, see what we shall get. So much fun playing with these. What I'm going to do right here, because I don't want that to go on there, I'm just going to cover that up when I roll it. So we're going to do that another color. This one, I love these. Now I've already got circles. I'm going to come in on this one, just on a little corner, and do some blue. Okay, that's going to be pretty. Time to change out my, I'm just going to flip that over. Got this big, huge, long paper that my husband brought me home from work. It's like your regular copy paper, but twice the size. Okay, so we can pull that up. Pull this up, so we're going to have our numbers. And then I want to do some of these circles, but we're going to do a different color. And as you can see, these layers are drying pretty quickly in between. You know, they're very thin, so they seem to be drying quite quickly. I will do more of that gray. I like how that pop of gray just kind of jumps out up at you there. And I could leave these colors on here. I just, for this particular purpose, I wanted to just sort of wipe off in between. And since I only have one this size, this is the method I have to use. Now let's bring in some, I'm going to do some of these circles. Do some up here and some down here. Let's come in with purple. And so essentially everything I'm doing on my big gel plate, I'm doing similar on the small as far as the colors. On the other, there was a couple I forgot, but it's okay. It's really okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. Just a tiny bit right there, and maybe just a couple there. Okay, that's good. Clear that off on our papers. I think we should throw in a little stamp or something purple, since we do have quite a bit of it. What I would do. Got the words. No, let's just rub that off. Bring in some green now. Nothing like watching paint dry, huh? Let's come in with these paint splatters. Do that in green. Let's do this sap green. Or should we do monostraw green? Let's do the sap green. At least on this time anyway. I think I can utilize this little block for that. Oops, wrong way. Wrong away, wrong away. Well, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm sorry I failed to mention that early on. Hope you've had a nice Labor Day weekend so far with friends and family. We did go to we have the fair here in our area this weekend. So we did go to the fair and to the concert. Our oldest daughter and her husband were there. We sat with them at the concert. That was a lot of fun. And Sarah Brett, my oldest daughter, and her husband, they were there as well. They were just in a little different location. That's going to be a pretty pull too. Where did I stick that? One that I liked. stick it up here? Yeah. No, yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Where did I put it? I thought I put it in my back in my basket, but I don't see it. Well, that's a mystery. That's just a mystery. So yeah, it was fun. I don't know. We have some friends right now that are the friends that live in the neighborhood that usually we go side by side riding with. They went to this swimming hole that we have. It's kind of like a dammed up part of Big Pine Creek, but it creates like a little, it's like a little weir, I guess is what you would call it. And we oftentimes will go there and the dogs get in and swim, and it's really a lot of fun. But we didn't want to go today. My husband is going to put together a new composter. I like to make my own compost. And so he bought me a new one because the other one was kind of falling apart. And he was doing the yard. So I figured while he did the yard and I did this, we'd probably get done about the same time, and I'll go out and wash my stamps and then go hang out with him in the garage while he puts the composter together. But I figured we'd have enough time to just play a little. And we're getting to the point where see if we want to add anything on here. I'd like to do a couple more pops of this gray. Oh, that's not. I'm trying to keep it all Tim Holtz. For some reason, I'm just thinking a little bit of gray, but I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do it with. Let me think. You know what I could do with it? I kind of did it on my other one too, and it actually turned. Oh, you know what we could do with that? Let's take this crinkled paper. This paper that's just kind of crinkled, and just come in. Got a little close to feller there. Look like bookends. There, just a little crinkled packing paper. This is going to pull a pretty image too. Should have done a little bit down there, shouldn't I? Too late now. One more little punch of color. What don't we have in here? We've got green, we've got that blue. Yeah, little bit of this phthalo blue, I think. What should we do in phthalo blue? Then we'll think about our background, what we want to pull it with. Just to brighten this up a little bit. Put my stencil back there. Whoops. Sticking to my paper. This is really kind of a fun, real quick project, isn't it? And there's a lot you can do in a short amount of time. And it worked last time, so I don't know what I did wrong the first time, but I'm glad that it worked on my second attempt. Gotta move a couple things. Trying to decide. I feel like I need something right there, but I don't want. You know what I want right there is just this little stamp guy. Where's my other block? I moved it. There we go. I want this little circle guy. Oops. Might have got a square image there. Take it off of the block and put it down that way. For some reason wasn't transferring as well. Okay. I'll put it in the to clean pile. So I think, I'm wondering, guys, if you think that's enough. Would you pull it yet, or would you add something else? We could add just a little pop of color, like a little bit of yellow or orange in a subtle little way. We've got our numbers there. Got the alphabet. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? That color's really wanting to stick on there. What are we thinking? I'm thinking a little bit of yellow. Don't want it too warm, but I want a little bit of yellow. And then we'll pull it with a background color that I am liking to use. You know what, never mind. Let's do a little bit of orange, contrast with the green, and then my pole color is going to be white with a just tinge of yellow. So let's grab in our vermilion. And what do we want to do with that? Let's think. Proprietary ideas. Oops. Proprietor of ideas. Yep. Oh, it's stuck. Pull up a little of that blue under there too. Proprietor of ideas. Can't really see what it says, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Now we're gonna finish this up and do our, oh shoot, those are gonna come out backwards. That's okay. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Didn't even think about that when I put it down, but that's quite all right. Quite all right. I really like this rice paper, you guys. I got it on Amazon too, so the link is in my description box below. Oh, here's that image that I really liked. All right, good deal. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Make sure we've got all this lifted. And then these pages are so much fun to come back in with. This rice paper almost feels a little bit like fabric, sort of. One more good clean down with maybe a clean baby wipe, you think? And we will see if we can get a one pole pull again. I think we can. Oh look, I got a little bit of blue on his hair there. He's gonna have a little bit of blue hair. I don't think he'll mind. I don't think so. Okay, so what I did last time, I had some, we won our tickets to the concert that we went to at the fairgrounds at a poker run we went on in our side-by-side with a bunch of friends and a whole bunch of people. And I'm going to use this lemon yellow for this one because I want just, but I like to mix just a tiniest little bit of yellow into my backgrounds because I don't want a stark white background. So I like it to be just a little bit of an off-white, if you can know what I mean. And I'm going to rub that on there. So that's coated pretty good. It's got a lot of color in it because it's picking up a lot of the color that's on the plate. So I think this one's going to do the same. I'm going to add a little bit more white and then a little bit more of the yellow. So yeah, I saved the ticket and I tore it up, and that's what I used to pull that color with. Okay. And I want to get this on fairly, I'm not going to say thick, but just nice and even and good coverage, because this has to soak through and pick up all your dried layers that you have in there. I think that's probably pretty good. So now let's grab a cardstock. I did find that with regular printer paper, this did not work well because it tore. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying I did not have luck with that at all. I even tried cardstock the first time around, and it, ooh, that's pretty color, isn't it? Just brayer off my pad here, my small plate. So yeah, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna ever find that 8x10 plate that I paid for, but I really want it. That's why I bought it. And now I want the round one, the 8-inch circle round one. I was watching Texture Junkies, and she was doing one on round jelly plates. Of course, you know, you want everything you see, right? Just the way we are. Brayer that on real good. Clean this off. And I'll go soak my stamps and get them cleaned. And I'm just letting that sit for a little bit. Now, Carrie did say in his video that he was going to let it sit overnight. And I don't know what the reasoning for that was. I know the first gal I watched that did the one pole transfer did not do that. And I did not on this one. So, you just want to give it enough time for all of that paint to soak through to all the layers. Oh, I did that on the wrong side, didn't I? Oh well, it is just for experiment after all, but I did put the paper down the wrong way. At least I didn't on the first one, but it's kind of a bummer. I might ruin a really good piece. But then again, it's a memory from our okay, here we go. And I experimented with it the first time on the small paper. Oh yeah, having that writing there. See, it all came off. My writing's backwards, but I can use that along with this little thing for pockets or anything, what have you. Yeah, we'll see. So let's give an attempt here. See what we're gonna get. Ooh, I think it's pulling good. Go slow, guys. You don't have to rush. This worked out so much better today. I don't know what I was doing wrong the other day. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That really turned out nice. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with those results. Did the guide, those kind of came out a little backwards too, but that's okay. It's not really, it doesn't have to be. So I would say all in all, that was 4 successful one pole sessions. Just layering from the bottom up. We didn't even tip our acrylic block over and look at it too much, did we? But see, That was all done in just a short amount of time. A lot of layers, a lot of dimension. I really do like that gray. I like that a lot, and I like the cooler colors, the warmer colors. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really am enjoying my Gelli plates, and I plan to do a lot more Gelli plate printing, of course, in the near future. Yeah, we've got Christmas coming, and a lot of these are going to go into my junk journals. So anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging with me. Let me know in the comment section below if you like this, if you're going to give this a try, if you think this is something you might do. Let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.